Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are a real estate agent, or honestly, if you're an entrepreneur in general and you're looking to grow your business, this video is going to help you in so many different ways. Check out what Gary Vaynerchuck says about being the digital mayor of your town.
I'm still baffled by why the real estate industry on an individual broker level does not realize that they need to become the digital mayor of their town. And what I mean by that is the number one blueprint that fundamentally, look, you're gonna be here the whole time and you're gonna get a lot of good content from a lot of people. You're gonna hear a couple of nuggets from me. A lot of them move the needle a little bit. A lot of them move the needle a little bit. You might sell 2 more homes, 4 more homes. To fundamentally change your business where you go from where you are now to 5, 10, 20x the revenue and volume, you have to make dramatic changes.
This is an important point. One time I had a coach tell me that in order to really have a significant change in your business, you have to make radical change, right? He says dramatic change, radical change, it's all the same thing. You have to have radical change in what you're doing, in your behavior to actually see that significant change in your business, that significant growth in your business. And so this is an enormous point. In order to see the change, there has to be a radical, dramatic change.
And that dramatic change sits in the form, and here it is. Here it is. And by the way, 99% of you are not going to do anything about what I'm about to say.
This is also a really true point. So I've spoken at events and I've talked to groups of people, and typically what happens is you talk to them about what works, right? They come there for the answer, you give them the answer, and then they leave and they don't do anything about it, right? So that's typically what happens. And his number, 99% of that auditorium isn't going to do anything about this, is exactly true. This is why I believe you have such an enormous opportunity to take what he's saying and do it, because most people won't.
I'm being very honest with you, because the punchline here is it's hard work. And the reality is that a lot of people are just not willing to put in the work. I mean, that's just the fundamental reality. As a matter of fact, I always think that digital excites people because they think it's scalable. They think like all of a sudden the computer's gonna do the fucking work for them, right? The number one shift that everybody has to do in this room is understand the following statement, and understand it cold, not just shake your head when you hear the words coming out of my mouth.
This is it. This is the big point.
Understanding this, that you are a media company, comma, real estate agent, real estate software provider, whatever you may be. I know that I'm a media company, comma, an agency CEO, a wine retailer. Once you make that shift, everything changes. For example, when you make that mental shift, the content that you put out on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram and Snapchat fundamentally changes. Right now, what many of you do for a living, you're forced to be in the right hook business. The hell are you gonna put out content-wise, right? When you decide to become the...
Quick point on this, as a realtor, most of you, if you're a realtor watching this, or just in any business, typically where you gravitate to is posting just the flyer or the graphics, or maybe you get a little bit more creative and you put your photo on there and your headshot, and you do very basic things because the basic things are easy, right? To his point, doing the hard things is what's going to make that radical change in your business. And so the input is going to determine the output. So pay attention to your content and make sure that it's something that consumers on the other end will want to actually consume, rather than just skipping right by because it's boring.
Digital mayor of your town, everything fundamentally changes. If you decide that you, not you,
the digital mayor of your town,
is going to be the provider of the content of the best restaurants, reviewing the school system, and every other nook and cranny in the 2, 4, 6, and 8 towns that you live in, you fundamentally start bringing value to end users that are intrigued or interested into moving into your town.
Okay, so final points on this. Gary Vaynerchuck talks about this a lot. I'm sure if you follow Gary Vee, you've heard this before. If you don't follow Gary Vee, then this is an extremely important point. Become the digital mayor of your town. And just like the examples that he gave us, go to your local high school and interview the 10th grade teacher and ask them about the school system and the benefits, and talk about some of the things so that when somebody searches for the school systems and I want the best school systems in Prescott, Arizona, or where are the best schools in Arizona, you have information to provide them on YouTube or on long form content media. And so this is an extremely important point. Again, figure out how to become the digital mayor of your town. Go interview local people in the town, interview business owners in your local town, interview the school system, interview certain people that have a lot of really good information about the town that people may be searching about. I hope this video helped in some way. If it did, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video.